Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Pigeon Empire, and today we are going to go ahead and take a look at the best nesting material for your nest boxes. Okay, we all know that there are so many different nesting materials we can use, from sawdust to sand to sticks to all sorts of things, okay? But now, you see, through the recent years, through all my years of breeding, through all my experience and through the complaints from other people that I've heard, most of the stuff that people have used ends up creating issues one way or another. And this topic arose when one of our subscribers asked me why his eggs keep breaking. So now I asked him, what nesting material are you using? He told me he's using sawdust. Sawdust is the worst possible thing you can use. I know most of you might be using it, might be having good results with it, but I tell you what, not everyone will have the same results, okay? So my suggestion is never use sawdust, okay? Sawdust is the worst possible thing you can use. Why? Let me give you the reason why. Sawdust tends to be hard, okay? Now we all know pigeons poo in the nest while they are incubating the eggs, right? So now when they start pooing on that sawdust, the sawdust tends to become hard, and once that happens, there is no way for the egg to be cushioned and be secure there. So what happens is when the pigeons start incubating the eggs, it's hard down, and all the pressure from the pigeon might end up breaking the egg, okay? Now today I'm going to show you how you will set up your nest box and what nesting material you should use for the perfect results. Now if your eggs keep breaking, follow this method and get back to me about that, because I'm guaranteeing you all your eggs will successfully hatch without breaking, okay? So now without wasting time, let's go ahead and show you this method, okay? Okay, now my two best suggestions for nesting materials are sand or dry grass, okay? Now, sand is by far the best, okay? The first thing that you can use. The first thing. Now, if you're not a fan of sand, you can always go with dry grass. Dry grass is the best second thing you can use. I have personally used dry grass throughout my years of breeding, and I've never had cracked egg issues in my life, okay? Since I started using dry grass. Before that, I've used sticks, I've used all sorts of things, and I've encountered broken eggs, cracked eggs, and my eggs never used to hatch properly. So now, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Now let's say this is an example. I have this ball right here. Let's say this is the nest box, okay? This is the area I want the pigeons to nest at. What I'll do is, you see this is dry grass. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I am just going to fill in the ball with the dry grass, and I'm going to take it and just leave it in the nest box. Now, put the dry grass in the ball and just press it down like this. What happens is the pigeons themselves, you will see them start pecking on the dry grass, and they will set it up entirely, okay? And make it the perfect place to lay eggs, okay? You do not have to worry about anything. Now the other thing is, this is very little, okay? I have so much dry grass behind me there, but I'm just not going to get into this because it's just an example. But you need to put in a lot of dry grass, like make it feel like it's a cushion right there. Matter of fact, let me just show you so that it's 100% guaranteed you can see it properly, and I don't want you guys to be having issues. This guy is messing around right now. So as you can see, I'm going to put in a bunch of it, just like that. Now you see, once you do this, you just press it in here like that. Now this is the perfect amount, okay, for this particular ball. Matter of fact, this is just way too much. Let me just reduce it. Enough. See that? That is the perfect amount of nesting material. I would say dry grass. This is the perfect amount of dry grass in the bowl, and it should look like this. Now you see, even if the pigeon steps in here, sits on the egg is pretty much well cushioned, okay? And it's not easy for the egg to get damaged or cracked or anything, okay? The eggs will be incubated nicely, plus the dry grass will retain warmth, okay? Will retain warmth. So again, it's another good situation. With sand, okay, Muhammad just brought me a fake egg, and just to demonstrate for you guys. Now what we'll do is, see when the egg is right here in the middle, the pigeon comes and sits on this right here. The egg is cushioned, okay? The egg is pretty much cushioned in here. And once the pigeons poo around that area there, they'll poo around that area, it will get firm from the sides, but from the top it will be firm, okay? But beneath it, it will be so soft and cushioned, so that you see, it's springy, almost like a sponge, right? The egg will not have a chance of getting damaged or cracked, or there's nothing wrong that could go with this setup right here. And plus, the other thing that I was saying earlier is that it retains a lot of warmth, right? The dry grass retains a lot of warmth. Unlike sand, I would say sand doesn't retain that much warmth, because we know sand tends to get cold. Sand tends to go with the atmosphere. So if it's dampish on the atmosphere, the sand will retain some sort of moisture from the atmosphere into the sand. So that's another disadvantage using sand. And this is by far, I think, the first best method that you can use, because I never thought of sand retaining moisture from the atmosphere, but it just clicked my mind right now. And this is basically science, guys, okay? It's nothing new, and we all keep learning. And I just got this idea from my mind, and I just thought of it, and scientifically it's all I would say it makes sense scientifically, okay? So I would say the first best thing that you can use is dry grass, because dry grass in its form, it's already dead, okay? It doesn't retain any moisture at all. It retains all the warmth, okay? It's basically just dead grass on there, and it's just like a cushion, and it's just perfect for the egg. Anyway, this wraps up the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I really love interacting with you guys. Make sure to hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. All the links in the description down below. And also don't forget to go ahead and take a look at our website, pigeonempire.info. Go cop yourself these t-shirts. Show us your love and support. Keep us growing. And shout out to everybody that has purchased the t-shirts till now. I really appreciate that support. And you guys are keeping us going. And we are here to provide for you for the years to come, God willing. With that being said, Pigeon Empire, we off. Stay safe. Please take good care of your pigeons. And peace. We out.